On second thought, let's not play Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. It is a silly game. Welcome back to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Previously we went to Cthulu Kauai. Found out they're raising some horrible bio-monsters. And then we got a new hot bullet of shotgun to die. The wave cannon. Sadly, we also had to fight Buck, and then we lost Lars and our anime girl. The ridiculousness, I don't even want to mention it. I'm just wondering where Lars is keeping it this whole time. That thing he used. But either way, we got a Helga, we got a secret knowledge. We can kill a pulsating mass. I hope. I'm gonna vomit. Well, the secret knowledge is still messed up. We only got bits and pieces. We only have a little bit of the magic word. So, knowledge is a literal weapon in this case. It could destroy the pulsating mass! So we need more information on how to use this thing as a cannon of some sort. There's just like tons of cannons in this game. We want all of them. I don't think that moon thing's very canon, though. So now we have to head to the central hub. Maybe we could use the secret knowledge there and kill the pulsating mass with a laser beam. But if he gets there first, we're toast. So it's another Pork Army situation. Except there's only one needle. And Porky could be anywhere. Hey, I think I've seen that subway. And no, it doesn't make the hoagies. Even though I think there was a subway in there at one time. I mean, that would just market itself, wouldn't it? So Punch belongs here! The Petty Thugs were used to be in Shinryu, then they moved out to the Sticks, which is a weird move in my opinion. That's where they met the pulsating mass. Previously known as Dog. It was tormenting Punch Tanaka. Well, that's just terrible. Add that to his list of crimes. He's really close to the central hub then, isn't he? If I was a pulsating mess, that's the first place I'd strike. We're gonna have to try anyway. I got a wave cannon, I think I'm good. We also got Helga, who is like ridiculously powerful right now. Like crazy. Maybe we don't need Lars as much as we thought. Even though the ability to concentrate damage on the one guy that has the highest defense, that's pretty useful for some bosses. Most bosses. But I think we should do a side dungeon before we go kill a pulsating mass. We could at least do one of the easier ones. We could go to Home Flower. Obviously these side dungeons, the closer you get to the end game, the harder the dungeon gets. So Home Flower ones aren't too bad. They're like level 30, level 40. But once you start getting to like Everchip and Secret Meridian, you might have some problems. Man, it's been a long time since I heard this music. Back when we didn't have nearly enough forms to do our adventure. All we had was Flower and Punk. Didn't even have bird form yet. There's that Mr. Marvelous statue, as always. I'm looking for Eyeball Garden. We need to go to the Eyeball Garden. There it is. Back into those mines that have terrified me so. You know what? Just one battle, for good time's sakes. The Buzzy Bees are still buzzing around. Looks like some of them survived their affliction. Remember that gut punch? We've had many gut punches since then, but remember that particular gut punch? Let's put it to normal for a while. These battles could get a little irritating in this area. And I mean this area right here. You need the ghost form to get in here. But around the normal level you would get ghost form, you would get obliterated down here. I recommend maybe level 40, 45 if you're doing it on easy. Maybe around my level if you're doing it on normal. So it's extremely dark in here. You could use fire ability a little bit, light things up. But otherwise, you're fumbling around in the dark. Luckily, I know where the switches are, so go the direction I'm going in. And because it's the mines, we don't know these enemies yet. We just got some somethings lurking in the darkness. I don't like that. You might come to eat my wizard. Speaking of which, I think I should be changing some experience that weaponry out. I don't think Andrew is using anything right now. That's bad. Ah, there's the gasser. This is where he comes from. The spider cave. It's obvious. He's a spider. Alright, we need to do some changing around here. Punch has a leather vest, but uniform is better for him. He learned how to work. He was a janitor. Helga's got her slap abilities and the AoE. In fact, she doesn't even need thermal bomb, but it's good to have some magical damage. Andrew is back to lousy stuff. Where did you get this from, anyway? I don't remember buying these. I think he was doing some tourism. He gets his advanced calculus back, because it's the best mat. And investments, because that's the best mat. We also got the magnifying glass. Extra mat. And focus bonuses. And what else can we give him? Where's that motorboard? Yeah, that should do. Mortarboard is better than the third eye by about 3 mat. You give him his molecular beam. And the other thermal bomb I got. There we go. Everybody should be geared up now. Also, I should be pretty close to leveling up my flower, too. Ghost is at 29. Flower's at 30. Should be hanging out in flower mode more often. That just makes leveling way easier in general. I know there's a switch around here somewhere. Hiding in the darkness. There it is. We have to hit that to lower a bridge somewhere in the darkness. You can't see it. You just gotta, you know, assume. I'm getting myself lost. This dungeon is just about like fumbling around in the dark getting attacked by spiders. Speaking of spiders, let's kill some more of them. Now that Andrew actually has his stuff back. Also, does Helga? Yeah, Helga has manuals. Never mind. We're just packing the heat with area of effect attacks. Lots of experience points, lots of money. On easy mode, I'm making like $2 grand a battle. I don't even need this much money anymore. I can't imagine what I'm going to be spending it on, except like healing items. We can go back to Shinryu whenever we want and buy more nutrition cubes. Alright, I'm trying to find... Thank you. Thank you for light. I need it. At least a little bit of light. I think we need to be heading off in this direction. Where is that switch? Show me the switch. I was just thinking Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass on the Nintendo Switch. That would be something. There we go. I hate this darkness. I wish they would have like a little bit bigger sphere of light. You know what I mean? That would be very useful. These spider enemies are quite quick. Too bad they die suddenly, too. So we can see what they are. I bet there's something spidery. That sound was terrifying! As soon as I said spidery, too, it made a spidery noise. I hate that. That's another reason why I hate bats. They sound like spiders. They're flying nopes. That's what they are. We're in the nope cave. Something has to be coming to a head soon. Which means I gotta go normal early. Because I don't know when the boss is gonna ambush us. This looks like a good place for an ambush. Don't mess with normal monsters. They don't have enough money for me. Or experience points. Can't level up if I'm not on easy. Well, not easily anyway. This is most of the dungeon. You just get lost in dark. Thank you. What a pointless dungeon this is. It could be like 3 rooms shorter. That's right, I'm criticizing this dungeon. You right there. You made a terrible dungeon. How do you feel about this? She feels like boss battling. Remember those scarecrows? They were saying, hey, watch out for the Whisper Weaver. Well, this is the Whisper Weaver. Hiding in the shadows right now. Being all mysterious. She's gonna try and do us a spooky. So we gotta get some things going in a hurry. Like Rejuvenate. And... Analysis. Why not? She has poison attacks. She's a spider. Of course. Has acid, has poison, physical attacks. Pretty durable. I don't want a magnificent combo, which is why I'm not going to. Here's a called shot. I'm gonna avoid doing damage to her until Jimmy's ready again. So let's just keep people healed up for the meantime. I could always super slap at Helga, but that's only 300% physical damage. And Andrew can hold out a turn. Stop putting acid on everybody! We hate it! Alright, Punch is actually gonna have to wait out a turn, because he's faster than Jimmy right now. Just, put up some counter attacks. I wish I gave him a buff of some kind, but I don't really have one of those, do I? Just do that. Keep Rejuvenates up, and let's focus a Molecular Beam. With Focus, it's only 60 instead of 120. Ah, there she is! She just did everybody a spooky. Well, that sucks. That means I'm gonna have to reset my things again. Thanks a lot, Whisper Weaver, you suck. I would have to do that same turn over again. If I want to do the big damage, and I want to do the big damage. The big damage is worth it. The big damage is always worth it. I mean, we could do... Maybe we could one-shot her, I don't know. I really want to slap her one, though. I need to wait a few turns to slap her one. Alright, Molecular Beam. Turn 2. Jimmy got murdered. So we got a weak-pointed, analyzed thing instead. Man, I hate when the bosses are, like, self-conscious. They know exactly what's going to happen, so they make me stop it. Dragon did this too. I wasn't too happy about that either. Blow her away with molecular beams. Blind her with science. Thing is, Jimmy didn't counter that because it instantly killed him. So that was bad. I'm just gonna start doing damage. The heck with it. Helga can't really high-five Jimmy because she has a super slap instead. Which is better than it sounds. She could grab people. And if she's allowed to keep them held for too long, she will inject them with poison and inflict something called Terminal. And I found out what Terminal does. Terminal will kill somebody after a few turns. That's what Terminal does. It's kind of like Doom. Like Andrew just got doomed right now. But if you stop the grab, you can keep them alive and they'll be able to do some damage in the meantime before they die. It takes a couple turns, like maybe 2 or 3. More slapping for you. More molecular beams for you. I noticed she's not poisoned anymore either. Maybe toxicosis instead. Nope, she's gonna go for Helga now too. I don't think there's any way you can stop a terminal. You just gotta let it run its course. And pick them up in the meantime. I gotta get Helga out of the grasp. She's gonna get a terminal too now. You're just stopping me from doing things. I hate when the boss stops me from doing things. Because I gotta micromanage. It's like it's an RPG or something. We are whittling her down though, so that's the good thing. She's kind of refraining from using physical attacks. I don't know why you keep on using the counter stance. You need to get slapped, lady. It's gotta happen. And there goes Andrew. He got terminaled. Helga wasn't happy about that. I wasn't quite sure what that other... Oh, yeah, the Super Slap did 600. That's pretty good. Alright, get him up. Helga's probably going down next, so let's rejuvenate a little bit. And now she's going for Jimmy. Stop grabbing my party. Leave my party alone. I wish there was a way you could stop grabs from happening, but most of these endgame bosses, that's exactly what they do. They grab people. And there goes Helga. I don't think she's going to experience points on that. Yeah, just go ahead and poison everybody. She's still alive. I don't like that. Punch, you're kind of on item duty because you're the fastest guy here. That means she's preparing for something big. She didn't get to do it. She was wasting time grabbing people. Some of her other attacks include, like, inflicting immunodeficiency or going back into the shadows and trying to do a spooky. Not quite sure why she goes back into the shadows for, because we already know what she looks like. But that's the end of the Whisper Weaver. End of, one of the mid- or end-game side dungeons. Get a charging station, get a lily pad. I forgot we got in here already. That's what I get for talking while I'm doing something. Not quite sure what it is. For some reason we have magical girl armor we can't equip on anybody. So where was that charging station, at least? 10 HP and MP regen. I think this also counts as a weapon of some sort, too. There's a little bit of damage on it. Let me check this out. I think it's got some damage on it. Nah, I don't think there's damage on it. I think it's just regenerating HP. So basically, it's an unarmed weapon. You just fight with your bare hands, but you heal sometimes. I'm gonna stop and smile real quick. Just to heal, you know. I don't want to do any more of these dungeons because you saw the problems we had with Whisper Weaver, and she's the easiest one. There's other dungeons here, and some of those bosses could be a big pain in the butt. So we kind of want Lars back somehow. We're gonna go to the moon next, I know it. I mean, the game hinted it at us. Might as well. Maybe there's like a spaceship in Central Hub. Maybe the moon is a hologram. It's not really there. Just like how people will tell you birds are some kind of government conspiracy. We're not. What a government conspiracy make video game videos? Seriously. Do the subway. Oh, hey. I forgot. We could do something. We could do a thing. No subway just yet. I just remembered this. Do you remember our good friend Pointman? Or Pointman? That's his name. He wanted to learn about people with multiple legs. So, we're gonna go there next. I decided to cut out the pointless backtracking. Hey Pointman, I have news for you. We went on a great adventure. Yeah, I've been there too. Let me tell you all about it. Yeah, I heard that joke before. And then Lars pulled out a ladder and he went to the moon. Yeah, they kind of like to do that. Terminal and all that. Oh, he found something. There's lots of sand and it's tickling him. That's a hint to a light bulb that you could only get with the Pointman. So we're gonna have to head back to that area. Fade out time! Whoosh! Pointman was talking about none other than the beach. In Bonita Vista here. There should be a Pointman hand, out of place, pointing at something. Somewhere on this beach. You're a loser! Haven't said it in a while. I knew there was something missing. Ah, there we go! Thank you for the light bulb! I should have known something was amiss when I was walking by here. But you know. I think I was busy talking about red mages at the time. Let's get out of here. Now we can go to a subway. Now I feel complete. I don't think there's anything else around here that would have light bulbs in it. Nothing we could get to right now, anyway. So subway time! Time to head towards the central hub. Oh, what is that? I saw that. Is there something creepy you want to tell me about here? I mean, we could always turn it to easy mode if it's too hard. The mean subways. I have an idea. Something like that, right? I don't know, let's shoot it. We've seen this thing before. It's the Mutant Goon. We fought this thing in the arena. It doesn't have anything to steal. So let's shoot it with cannons. Let's freeze it. It's not so startling. We've seen these things before. Punch Tanaka still had amnesia at the time, though. Okay, then go on. The pulsating mass got tired of all the gooning. Yeah, that's very unfair. You guys are adequate. So the pulsating mass started making clones of the petty thugs. Well, I don't blame you there. Too long, don't read. He made biomonsters and we have to kill it with the hot bullets of shotgun to die. Oh, we don't want that now, do we? Wonder what was guarding in there. You know what? I don't want to know what it was guarding in there. I should just turn it back to easy so we can get some more experience points. They could farm the clones of the petty thugs, so we'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, metaphorically. Looks like there's many stops along the way. Maybe there'll be some items for us. Maybe there'll be some mutant goons for us. There's the big enormous slug. I was wondering where that thing came from. I think we saw that too at the arena. A lot of these things are from the arena battles. Wave cannon is so good. Grape shot cannon with a ridiculous Helga is even better. Granted, I'm only doing like 90% of my damage, but still, that's pretty good. Wiping out whole teams, people getting wiped out. And some vampire fangs. That is a weapon. So vampire fangs don't do as much damage, and you get back half the damage as MP, or HP, not MP. So you can kind of be like May from the additional Night in the Woods stuff. Don't put them in your mouth. Punch, what are you doing? Ew. Gross. Hey, more things! More things to kill. We got a DDDD. Doesn't really have anything to steal, though. It just double attacks people. And a Johnny Tentacles! With tentacles! We need to do this. We have to do this. It's required of us to do this. Helga just slapped a DD. Andrew, you might be a little bit superfluous here, so we're just gonna take this stuff away from Johnny Tentacles. Johnny Tentacles has an attack where he attacks at all tentacles. I almost said something else. I'm glad that I backtracked there. And it does damage based on how many tentacles he has. Kinda like, you know, the geometrical figures from the Symmetry Cavern. He can also attack with multiple legs on multiple targets. If he has any legs left. Man, not even Johnny Tentacles could get it break here. Wow. He looks pathetic even as a mutant. I'm glad he's dead. Did I do that just for show? Yes, I did. Absolutely. Yeah. Very yes. And there's a light bulb right here, in front of the no exit. Well, he was right, there was no exit there. He is very correct. At least there's some light in here compared to the spider cavern. Jeez. Welcome to stop number 2. There's one more enemy that we absolutely must see. But there's nothing here for us. You're gonna love the other enemy. It's fantastic. I loved it the most when I saw it. It reminded me of something. I just hope we run into it because, you know, random number generator and all that. Well, here's stop number 3. You can't burn down that door even though it looks like you could bust through those planks. I've tried. But there is some rubble here. And toys! Nope, still no enemy there. But we do have rubies. Yeah, just make me filthy rich. Why the heck not? I shudder to think what's in my bank account now. Shudder with delight. We could go into another subway car. It's bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside. Come on, I want that other enemy. I need that other enemy. Has to be somewhere. It's lurking. DDDD likes to show up a lot, though. So what did we get there? We got the music on stop 3. Stop number 4 also has a prize. What could it be? Sparkles! And a mid-sized sedan, which is part of the modern set, I believe. There he is! It's the final member of the gang! You know him well. It's Grunge Tanaka. You could steal his malaise. What I love about this guy is he looks like Tommy Wiseau. Oh, hi, Jimmy. I did not magnificent combo her. I did not. Okay, I can't do Tommy Wiseau. I can't do Tommy Wiseau, but that's spot on. That is perfect. I wonder if Casey was thinking that when he made this sprite. Hey, you're right. It's time I did something with my life. Now we can steal his malaise. It unmotivates Jimmy, and if you let Grunge Tanaka go, he'll actually start tearing himself apart. He starts killing everybody around him. So even while some kind of horrible Tommy Wiseau mutant, he still has the coolness. Now I'm just fighting these things because they're really good experience points. You get like 1,000 per battle. I actually might come back in here and farm a little bit. Because that's ridiculously good. I want to at least get the passive on the flower. Yeah, 1,175 every time I fight a two-man team. More if there's more of them that show up. But we can't go that way, which means we gotta go through this hall. Oh, I saw that. I saw that too. I keep seeing it. I don't want to see it. It made me hit the X button. Cancel a battle. Something massive's going on in here. Of the pulsating variety. Holy crap! That is a lot of Cthulhu. We have a Cthulhu infestation on our hands. How about we hit it? We got cannons here. Blow it apart! this is only part of the pulsating mass. How did it get so big? It was just a principle like a couple days ago. Yeah, good point. We can't just let it sit here, though. We could burn it, maybe. We have to take out its heart. Hopefully that's not the central hub by now. To think this all came from a dog. He's been busy, I gotta say. Also, it makes the game freak out every time it pulsates. Its Cthulhu energy even permeates my game. So there we go. The pulsating mass is a bigger threat than we thought. Hopefully, the central hub is intact. Hopefully, I could grind some more experience points and get some really cool stuff. I mean, I already have some really cool stuff. I got a wave cannon. Heck with you guys. Last stop, central hub. Everybody out. Except the mutants, stay in there. It doesn't look like it's pulsating. Somehow the central hub is still fine. Well, that's a relief. So we've made it here. The heart of the game. The central hub. Next time on Jimmy and a Pulsating Mass. End game? Good night, folks.